The calm of Earth's night sky is shattered by an ominous transmission. A coalition of alien species, their voices a cacophony of arrogance and disdain, announces their imminent invasion. The message is clear: they see Earth as an easy target, a world ripe for conquest. This declaration, filled with contempt for humanity, is broadcast globally, igniting a mixture of fear and defiance among Earth's inhabitants. The invaders promise swift and brutal domination, underestimating the resilience and hidden strength of the human spirit. Across the globe, cities buzz with a frenetic energy. Governments declare states of emergency, and military forces are mobilized at an unprecedented scale. Streets that once bustled with daily life now teem with armed soldiers and defensive barricades. Families huddle in their homes, eyes glued to news broadcasts, faces etched with worry. The palpable tension is a silent undercurrent, felt in every corner of the planet. The skies are filled with the hum of aircraft, and naval fleets patrol the oceans, their crews steeling themselves for the coming storm. In underground bunkers, world leaders and military strategists convene, poring over maps and satellite feeds, their faces grim but determined. Scientists and engineers work around the clock, developing last-minute technologies that might tip the scales in humanity's favor. Despite the overwhelming fear, there is a flicker of hope and defiance. Humanity has faced insurmountable odds before, and there is a growing resolve to protect their home at any cost. The world is united in a way it has never been before, standing on the brink of an epic battle for survival. At the heart of Earth's defense are its seasoned diplomats and military leaders. Among them is Ambassador Elena Rodriguez, a veteran negotiator with a sharp mind and a steely resolve. Known for her ability to broker peace in the most volatile situations, she now faces her greatest challenge yet. Beside her stands General Marcus Reynolds, a decorated military strategist with a reputation for unconventional tactics. His keen strategic mind and unyielding spirit are vital assets in the coming conflict. Opposing them are the coalition leaders, a group of disparate alien species unified by their contempt for humanity. Leading this coalition is Supreme Commander Zaltor, a ruthless strategist from the Zenthuri race. His disdain for Earth and its inhabitants is matched only by his hunger for conquest. Alongside him is High Admiral HFY, a cunning tactician from the Krivaks, whose fleet is the spearhead of the invasion force. Their confidence in a swift victory blinds them to the potential resistance they will face. The coalition leaders are driven by a belief in their own superiority, viewing Earth as little more than a stepping stone in their quest for dominance. They are unaware of the secret alliances humanity has forged and the determination that burns in the hearts of Earth's defenders. This overconfidence will be their undoing, as they underestimate the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. As the coalition's fleet breaches Earth's atmosphere, the sky is filled with ominous, hulking vessels, casting dark shadows over the land. The invasion begins with surgical precision, targeting key military installations and infrastructure. Massive explosions rock the ground, and the air is filled with the sound of sirens and the cries of the injured. Humanity's initial response is swift but appears futile against the overwhelming firepower of the alien armada. Fighter jets scramble to intercept, but are swiftly annihilated by the superior technology of the invaders. Ground troops engage in fierce skirmishes, holding their positions with sheer determination and courage, but the losses are staggering. In the face of this onslaught, Earth's defenders refuse to surrender. Tactical retreats are ordered to preserve what remains of their forces, regrouping for a more coordinated defense. Despite the chaos and destruction, there is an unyielding spirit among the human fighters. They know that this battle is not just for survival, but for the future of their world. In hidden bunkers and command centers, military leaders and diplomats urgently communicate with their alien allies, coordinating the next phase of their plan. The initial phase of the invasion, though devastating, is only the beginning. Humanity is not alone, and the coalition will soon face an unexpected and formidable resistance. The stage is set for an epic confrontation, where the true strength of humanity and its allies will be revealed. Flashback to a time before the invasion. In dimly lit rooms across the galaxy, human diplomats engaged in secret meetings with representatives from other powerful alien races. These races, having endured the coalition's tyranny for centuries, were eager to find a way to topple their oppressors. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez was instrumental in these negotiations, her sharp mind and unwavering resolve crucial in securing these vital alliances. The meetings were fraught with tension and mistrust initially, but the shared animosity towards the coalition helped to bridge the gaps between species. Through carefully crafted dialogues and mutual respect, bonds were formed. The motives behind these alliances were clear: a desire for mutual protection and a chance to strike back against a common enemy. These races had witnessed their worlds ravaged, their people enslaved, and their resources plundered by the coalition. Their commitment to the cause was fueled by a burning desire for justice and retribution. These clandestine agreements laid the groundwork for a formidable alliance, one that would unite their diverse strengths and technological advancements against the coalition. The flashback ends, returning to the present, where the stage is set for the imminent conflict. With the coalition's fleet bearing down on Earth, the time has come for humanity's secret allies to reveal themselves. Each allied race brings unique strengths and technological advancements to the table. First are the Zorathians, a reptilian species known for their unparalleled combat skills and advanced stealth technology. Their sleek, camouflaged ships are virtually undetectable, making them ideal for surprise attacks and covert operations. The Zorathian leader, General Counterattack, is a seasoned warrior with a deep-seated hatred for the coalition, having lost his homeworld to their ruthless expansion. Next are the Luminar, an ethereal race with a mastery of energy manipulation. Their ships, powered by pure energy, can create devastating plasma storms that can disable enemy fleets in an instant. High Priestess Vala, the spiritual leader of the Luminar, has a personal vendetta against the coalition, which decimated her people's sacred sites and traditions. Lastly, the Vorath, a technologically advanced insectid species, excel in cyber warfare and robotics. Their swarm of automated drones can overwhelm enemy defenses and provide critical intelligence. Their chief engineer, ZYX, has a relentless drive to avenge the destruction of his planet's technological marvels by the coalition. Each of these allies brings not only their unique capabilities but also a deep commitment to the cause, driven by personal losses and a shared desire to see the coalition fall. In underground bunkers and secure communication hubs, human and alien leaders convene for critical strategy sessions. The atmosphere is tense but focused, with holographic displays showcasing the coalition's fleet movements and potential points of attack. General Marcus Reynolds and Ambassador Elena Rodriguez lead the discussions from the human side, while their alien counterparts, General Counterattack, High Priestess Vala, and Chief Engineer ZYX, provide insights and strategic suggestions. The combined military strategies take full advantage of their diverse technological advancements. The Zorathian stealth ships are designated to spearhead surprise attacks, targeting key coalition vessels and command centers. The Luminar will use their energy manipulation to create plasma storms, disrupting the coalition's formations and communications. Meanwhile, the Voratha's drones will conduct reconnaissance and cyber attacks, feeding critical data to the Allied forces and undermining the coalition's technological infrastructure. Tension builds as the coalition's invasion force draws nearer, its leaders unaware of the impending counterattack. Every detail is meticulously planned, every contingency considered. The leaders know that the element of surprise is their greatest weapon, and they are determined to exploit it to the fullest. As the final plans are laid out, a sense of anticipation and readiness permeates the room. The Allies are united, their combined strengths forming a formidable defense. The coalition believes they face a divided and weakened Earth, but they are about to encounter a united front, bolstered by powerful allies with a shared resolve to protect their homes and seek justice for past wrongs. The stage is set for an epic confrontation, where the coalition's arrogance will meet the unyielding spirit and ingenuity of humanity and its allies. The coalition's attack on Earth begins with brutal efficiency. Massive alien warships breach the atmosphere, targeting major cities with pinpoint accuracy. New York, London, Tokyo, and Beijing come under immediate and relentless assault. The night sky lights up with the fiery trails of missiles and the bright flashes of energy weapons. On the ground, human defenses mobilize quickly but are initially overwhelmed. Fighter jets and anti-aircraft batteries engage the invaders, but the superior technology and sheer numbers of the coalition forces wreak havoc. Buildings crumble under the barrage, and civilian casualties mount as the invaders push forward. Desperate battles unfold in the streets. Soldiers and resistance fighters employ guerrilla tactics, attempting to slow the advance of the coalition troops. Every block, every building becomes a battleground. The defenders fight valiantly, but the situation grows increasingly dire. Communication lines falter, and command centers struggle to coordinate the defense amidst the chaos. Despite the bleak outlook, Earth's defenders refuse to surrender. They hold their positions, buying precious time with their courage and tenacity. The coalition, confident in their superiority, continues their relentless push, unaware of the impending reinforcements. Just as the situation appears hopeless, Earth's secret allies make their dramatic entrance. From hidden positions in deep space, the Zorathian stealth ships decloak, launching a surprise counterattack against the coalition's fleet. Their advanced cloaking technology allows them to strike unseen, causing confusion and panic among the invaders. Simultaneously, the Luminar fleet arrives, their energy-based ships glowing with an ethereal light. They unleash devastating plasma storms that rip through the coalition's formations, disabling ships and disrupting their communications. The skies over Earth become a theater of war, illuminated by the fierce exchanges of fire and energy. On the ground, the Vorath deploy their swarm of drones, which sweep through the coalition's ranks, gathering intelligence and launching targeted strikes. These autonomous units overwhelm the coalition's ground forces, providing critical support to the beleaguered human defenders. The sudden shift in the battle is palpable. Earth's defenders, buoyed by the arrival of their powerful allies, redouble their efforts. The combined forces of humans and aliens work in unison, their strategies and technologies complementing each other. The coalition, taken by surprise, struggles to mount an effective response. The coalition leaders are thrown into disarray by the unexpected resistance. Supreme Commander Zaltor watches in disbelief as his meticulously planned invasion falters. Anger and confusion spread through the coalition's command as they attempt to regroup and counter the unexpected threat. High Admiral Kerwilo, realizing the gravity of the situation, orders a hasty retreat to re-establish their lines. However, the coordinated assaults by the Allied forces leave little room for recovery. The coalition ships, designed for overwhelming offense rather than defense, falter under the relentless onslaught. On the ground, coalition troops face mounting losses. The swift and precise strikes by the Vorath drones, combined with the strategic maneuvers of the human forces, create chaos in their ranks. Panic begins to set in as they realize they are not facing the disorganized resistance they expected. The initial victories by the combined human and alien forces are swift and decisive. Coalition ships explode in the sky, their wreckage falling to Earth like fiery comets. Ground forces, once confident in their dominance, find themselves on the defensive, retreating in disarray. The tide of battle has turned. The coalition, once so sure of their superiority, now faces a formidable and united front. The alliance between humans and their alien allies, forged in secrecy and strengthened by shared resolve, proves to be the coalition's undoing. As the invaders reel from the unexpected resistance, the stage is set for a counteroffensive that will drive them back and secure Earth's future. With the tide of battle turning, humanity and its alien allies launch a well-coordinated counteroffensive. The strategy is clear: to strike at the heart of the coalition's invasion force, exploiting their momentary disarray. General Marcus Reynolds, alongside General Karak, High Priestess Vala, and Chief Engineer Zewix, leads the charge. Key battles unfold across the globe. In the ruins of New York, human infantry, supported by Zorathian stealth units, push back the coalition's ground forces. The Luminar create localized energy storms, crippling enemy tanks and vehicles, while Vorath drones disable communication hubs and sabotage supply lines. Each battle showcases the seamless integration of human and alien tactics, their combined resilience overwhelming the invaders. In orbit, the Allied fleets engage in fierce dogfights with the coalition's ships. The Zorathians' cloaked vessels strike from the shadows, while Luminar energy weapons cut through enemy hulls with precision. The coalition, caught off guard by the coordinated assault, struggles to maintain their footing. The Allied forces, driven by a shared determination to protect their worlds, press the advantage relentlessly. Amidst the chaos, individual acts of bravery and heroism stand out, adding emotional depth to the narrative. In London, a human medic named Sarah risks her life to save wounded civilians trapped in a collapsing building. Her selfless actions inspire those around her, embodying the unyielding spirit of humanity. In Tokyo, General Counterattack personally leads a daring raid against the coalition command post. His formidable combat skills and unwavering resolve rally the troops, turning the tide of the battle. His leadership exemplifies the fierce dedication of the Zorathian warriors. High above, in the skies over Beijing, a Luminar pilot named Alia uses her ship's energy manipulation to shield a human squadron from an overwhelming enemy attack. Her quick thinking and sacrifice allowed the squadron to deliver a critical blow to the coalition's aerial forces, highlighting the deep bond between the allied species. Unexpected alliances form in the heat of battle. Human soldiers fight side by side with their alien counterparts, learning to trust and rely on each other. These moments of unity and cooperation underscore the strength of their alliance and the shared values that bind them together. As the coalition realizes they are losing control, their tactics become increasingly desperate. Supreme Commander Zaltor orders a series of ruthless offensives, targeting civilian populations in a bid to break the Allied forces' morale. These acts of desperation only strengthen the resolve of humanity and its allies. In one particularly intense confrontation, High Admiral HFY Lull directs a massive assault on the Allied fleet's flagship. The ensuing battle pushes both sides to their limits, with ships on both sides taking heavy damage. The coalition's forces fight with a ferocity born of desperation, but the Allies' strategic maneuvers and superior coordination ultimately prevail. On the ground, the coalition resorts to deploying experimental weapons and bioweapons in a last-ditch effort to turn the tide. These brutal tactics cause significant casualties, but also galvanize the Allied forces. In response, Chief Engineer ZYX leads a counter-operation to disable the coalition's bioweapon facilities, showcasing his technical brilliance and the resilience of the Voreth. Despite the coalition's escalating desperation, the Allied forces maintain their momentum. Every high-stakes confrontation is a testament to their strategic prowess and unwavering determination. The coalition, now fragmented and demoralized, finds itself increasingly isolated. The Allied forces, driven by the shared goal of protecting their homes and securing a future free from tyranny, continue to push forward, setting the stage for the final showdown that will determine the fate of Earth and its allies. The counterattack, marked by strategic brilliance, heroic sacrifices, and the coalition's desperate escalation, demonstrates the indomitable spirit of humanity and its allies. As the coalition's forces crumble under the relentless pressure, the Allied forces prepare for the decisive battles that will end the invasion and ensure their victory. The stage is set for the final showdown. Above Earth, the skies are filled with the flashing lights of energy weapons and the roaring engines of starships. On the ground, the battle rages across the continents, but the focus is on a critical coalition command center hidden deep in the Amazon rainforest. General Marcus Reynolds leads the human forces, coordinating with General Counterattack of the Zorathians, High Priestess Vala of the Luminar, and Chief Engineer ZYX of the Voreth. Their combined forces converge on the command center, determined to end the coalition's tyranny once and for all. The battle is intense, with high-tension confrontations at every turn. Coalition troops, now desperate and cornered, fight with a ferocity born of despair. Human soldiers, alongside their alien allies, engage in fierce combat, utilizing their combined tactical brilliance. Stealth units infiltrate enemy lines, while energy storms and drone swarms wreak havoc on the coalition's defenses. In the skies, the Allied fleet engages in a massive dogfight with the remnants of the coalition's air force. Zorathian cloaked ships launch surprise attacks, Luminar energy blasts cut through enemy hulls, and Voreth drones disable key systems. The coalition fleet, now leaderless and disorganized, begins to fall apart under the relentless assault. On the ground, General Reynolds and General Counterattack personally lead the charge into the heart of the command center. High Priestess Vala uses her energy manipulation to shield the advancing forces, while Chief Engineer ZYX's drones provide critical intelligence. The Coalition's last stand is fierce, but the Allied forces' superior strategy and unyielding determination prevail. As the Allied forces breach the command center's defenses, they confront the Coalition's remaining leaders. Supreme Commander Zaltor and High Admiral Kyarwylo make a final, desperate attempt to escape but are cornered by General Reynolds and General Counterattack. In a high-tension standoff, the Coalition leaders are captured, symbolizing the end of their oppressive reign. Scenes of relief and triumph spread across the battlefield. Soldiers cheer as news of the Coalition's defeat reaches them. Civilians, huddled in shelters, emerge cautiously to celebrate the victory. The skies clear of enemy ships, and the sounds of battle fade into a quiet that speaks of hard-won peace. Among the Allied forces, there are moments of reflection and camaraderie. Human and alien soldiers, who fought side by side, share stories and form bonds that transcend their differences. The victory is a testament to their unity and determination, a shining example of what can be achieved when diverse forces come together for a common cause. With the Coalition defeated, Earth begins the arduous task of rebuilding. The scars of battle are evident in the shattered cities and devastated landscapes, but the resolve to restore and rebuild is strong. Human and alien engineers work together, using advanced technologies to accelerate the recovery process. The political landscape of Earth undergoes significant changes. New alliances are formalized with the allied alien races, leading to a period of unprecedented cooperation and technological advancement. Diplomatic relations flourish, and cultural exchanges enrich both humanity and their new allies. The social changes are profound as well. The shared experience of fighting and winning the war fosters a sense of global unity. Prejudices and divisions that once seemed insurmountable begin to fade, replaced by a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. On the allied alien planets, similar transformations occur. The downfall of the Coalition brings about a new era of freedom and recovery. The shared victory against the common enemy strengthens the bonds between these diverse species, creating a network of support and collaboration that spans the galaxy. The story concludes on a hopeful note, emphasizing the enduring strength of unity and cooperation across different worlds. The alliances forged in the crucible of war pave the way for a brighter future, where peace and prosperity are achievable through solidarity and mutual respect. The legacy of the battle is one of resilience and hope, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of those who stood together against tyranny and emerged victorious.